Dark Souls is mid, and it's not ridiculous to say that. People call it a masterpiece, a game that changed everything, and yeah, the early game is fire, but if you stick around past Anor Londo, you'll quickly realize that this game is just mid. Now let me break it down into 4 parts. Out of the 21 bosses from the main game, 11 of them have an explosive AoE attack. Now let me name all of the bosses just so you realize how stupid this is. Silem Demon, Chaos Witch Quelaag, Super Smo, Pinwheel, Grave Lord Nito, Seath the Scaleless, the Four Kings, Bed of Chaos, Ceaseless Discharge, Demon Fire Sage, Stray Demon, and all those bosses you have to beat in order to progress through the game. Well, except for Stray Demon. The game expects you to run everywhere. Even after Anor Londo, when you finally like fast travel, it's only to a few select bonfires. There are 41 bonfires in the base game, and only 12 of them you can warp to, and the other 3 are unlocked immediately after beating a boss, and they're not even good bonfires. Now here are all the areas that I call one-way bonfire runs in Dark Souls. Blight Town to the Great Hollow to Ash Lake. There's one bonfire in each area, but none of these are warpable. Once you make it to Ash Lake, you either fight the Hydra and walk all the way back up, or use a homeward bone. It's a dead end with 0 warp convenience, and it's practically trolling. New Londo Ruins to the Four Kings boss fight. This one's a vertical endurance trial. There's no bonfire inside New Londo. Every death at Four Kings means redoing the entire ghost-infested ruins with cursed enemies and tiny ledges. There's no checkpoint, no warp out, and no relief. And if you need to fix your gear or change rings, good luck surviving the run back up. The Valley of Drakes to Undead Parish. This route is pure pain. You drop down into the Valley of Drakes from Blight Town thinking you found a clever shortcut, but what you really found is a one-way treadmill of suffering. From there, you have to run through a cave, past the Drake, up into Darkroot Basin, and hike that steep hill to finally reach the Undead Parish bonfire. There is only one bonfire in between that, and it's not warpable either. It's just one long dragon-infested stretch of terrain, where any mistake means starting the run all over again. Need to upgrade your weapon? Forget to buy spells? Want to go level up? Well, too bad. Ha! You either jog that entire route back through the swamp and cave again, or go down an elevator from the Firelink Shrine, or just say fuck it and then forget about. Basically, my point is about 75% of the game, you are running from point A to point B that are practically 5 miles away from each other while fighting enemies, and if you forget something or need something, you either go back the way you came from, dying a few times, or take a longer way around it. Okay, well, the bosses are good. It's just after you achieve the Lord Vessel, it's like the bosses become really good or they become really bad. Like for example, the Bed of Chaos. Do you even call that a boss fight? Realistically, you run around a total of 3 times, possibly dying more than 10 times, just to one type of guy. Like, I don't understand what that is. Now, a good example is the Four Kings. Unlike so many other bosses where the safest option is to wait and roll and poke, this fight rewards aggression. You have to get in there and swing for your life. It's risky, but the game is finally trusting you to make decisions fast, not hide behind a shield and chip away. Because you're on a timer the whole fight. If you don't do enough damage fast enough, the next king joins in, then another, and suddenly you're fighting 3 bosses at once. This creates constant pressure. You're not just dodging and punishing, you're managing time, DPS, and your own panic. The moveset isn't huge, but it's deceptive. The grab will mess you up, the magic AoE Did I forget to mention that the Four Kings have an AoE attack? I don't think I forgot about that. I think I remember saying that the Four Kings have an AoE attack like every other boss fight in the entire game. Now, this last one is more like a rant more than anything, because there were 2 areas in the game that I really hate. The Catacombs and New Londo Ruins. In the Catacombs, you are greeted by a bunch of skeletons that cannot die unless the necromancer is dead. And before all of that, the biggest issue is how they attack you first. They will roll towards you, and once they touch you, they instantly stagger you and take a chunk of your health away. And these guys are everywhere. And after you pass all that, you have to run past the wheel skeletons, or they'll give you the back shots of doom. And I'm not joking. These guys will just dive into your back, and they won't stop until you are dead. New Londo Ruins is like BO4 zombies. It's a tight space with no room to engage while there are a bunch of enemies coming to kill you. This would be fine if the enemies weren't ghosts and could walk through walls. It's a pain because these ghosts can body block you and attack you through walls when you least expect it. Like, for example, climbing up the ladder to get this key to the seal to release the water, that part's really annoying because you can't climb up fast. Because you can't climb up fast and you can't heal or attack either, so you just have to sit there and take it. Like, well, those are my reasons for why I think the game is mid anyways, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.